Good evening, everybody. Rose Thorn here. Tonight, I am doing a react to Foodie Beauty's live stream called Dinner Beeze. So, I was up early in the morning this morning doing reacts to Chantal and got them all done. And in the time that I have been essentially dealing with a nasty headache all day, Foodie has done 2 live streams today. She did one that I'm not going to cover because really there's no sense in covering it. It was her driving to Montreal, and she did like a haunted Montreal's road, street, sort of forest thing, kind of Beeze. And the stream kind of cut off, I guess, because she was far away from a cell tower. But the one that I'm covering tonight, Dinner Beeze, she's going out to dinner. And then directly after that, she stops somewhere and gets more food, which I find puzzling because she just got through eating. But what makes this react interesting is tonight, aside from Chantal's Patreon live stream, something interesting was happening over on Natter's channel. So he did a live stream called Moving to Montreal, where he showed himself, I guess, in an Uber. He and Dee are moving to Montreal. I don't know if he's all the way moved there yet, but he was taking his stuff there or some of his stuff there. So tonight he's moving to Montreal. And isn't it funny that Chantal, she takes a drive up to Montreal and she's having dinner there. I just find that a bit weird, too coincidental. So let me just go ahead and bring up the dinner stream and show Chantal, and there she is. So I just want to say to everybody, like Chantal is her own woman. She can go where she wants and she can do what she wants, but it just seems weird that this person that you yourself said that you were obsessing over, that you're fixated on, the moment that he moves to Montreal, suddenly you have to go to Montreal and have dinner there. Almost kind of in a stalkerish, haunting the place kind of way. So I want to give my thoughts to that. So let's get to, shall we?
Right, Jen. So let's get a hotel. I don't Austin Beezer, maybe next week, but to do the content, but I don't think tonight. And Narda! I ordered food already because I thought, let's get wasted and get a hotel. I don't have any of my stuff, guys. I don't have my CPAP, so I thought I was gonna have to stay in the cemetery overnight because I couldn't find my way out. What's the occasion? Just vlogging. Boredom, plain cheeseburger.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird that the very day that Dee and Natter are moving to Montreal, they show themselves in a live stream the same day on the way to Montreal. Suddenly, you've got to go to Montreal. You got to go to Montreal and quote unquote vlog and have dinner and get drunk and whatever else you want to do and get a hotel there. That just seems weird to me. Of all the places to pick to visit and to hang out at, you're hanging out in Montreal, where he's going to be.
Oh, plain cheeseburgers. Hey, hello. I'm not staying in Montreal. I'm going home.
Well, Chantal, if you have a few drinks with your dinner, you don't need to be driving anywhere. And I certainly hope you don't get on the road intoxicated, ma'am. I hope that you have enough sense to get a room somewhere and wait till you're sober before you get back on the road, if indeed you get intoxicated.
Okay. Driving home, yep. Cemetery beef felt like a fever dream. Because I was like, it's nice to just get out of the house, yeah. Hi, Tiff. Let's quit with the worker.
I'm glad that Natter and Dee are going all the way to Montreal. Natter actually had plans to move to Montreal. He said before on his channel that he was going to announce plans to move on the 28th of February. And that was about a month ago. So right before he was supposed to move, all the situation with Chantal going to police happened. I don't know if that delayed it, but he already had plans in place to move to Montreal. And then all that mess happened. So he's moving to Montreal. He's getting further away from Chantal. I'm happy to hear that. I think those two need to be separated before something volatile happens. They're not good together. They're not good being around each other. I'm glad he's moving further away. I'm glad that the Natter era is coming to a close, and Chantal is going to have to find something else to fixate on, which is good for her because her channel just got taken away. She needs to focus on other things besides him. Oh, and Chantal, can we talk? Aren't you supposed to be in survival mode? Survival mode means you don't spend your money on things that are not necessary. So you coming to your audience and saying you're in survival mode, but yet what are you doing? You're driving all the way to Montreal, wasting gas to vlog. You could have stayed in your hometown and shown everybody the sights, but you're driving all the way to Montreal from Ottawa, and you're having a drink, and you plan on staying in a hotel room. Please explain to me how that's a necessity. None of those things sound like a necessity. None of them. So how are you in survival mode?
It was creepy. Well, I think it would be better to go. Like, I think it's better to go. There's a lot of snow covering the graves and everything, and like it would just be muddy. The shoes I'm wearing like semi heels. I should wear a strapless with this, I know, but I don't have one because I have one bra. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, and then we can like get out and walk around and like look at the different things on the gravestones and stuff like that. No, I'm probably gonna do the OnlyFans shoot, but like next week. Ramona was sleeping.
Oh, the OnlyFans, I'm telling you guys, her OnlyFans account that people are subscribed to, that's pretty much been abandoned. Those of you paying for OnlyFans, you're not going to get very much, if anything at all. You're not going to get much, if anything at all. That's just how it's going to be. So don't expect much on OnlyFans. By the way, everybody, as I'm doing this react, I'm seeing like a little Wi-Fi signal come up on my react. It happened last night with that video. I apologize for that. It just does that automatically. I'm plugged directly into my landline, so I don't know why it's doing that. But if this react cuts off here and there, please understand that's the reason. Sometimes things just go a little wonky. Anyway, going back to Miss Chantal. I think that her doing this vlog in Montreal, it had nothing to do with giving people new content. It had everything to do with just having a reason to go up to Montreal and just be where Natter is. I mean, it's pretty obvious. He's moving today, and she just wants to go to Montreal today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. It's very stalkerish to me. It feels kind of creepy, you know? Why does she have to go to Montreal? She has no reason to be there.
I don't know. I kind of like doing things by myself a lot too. Like I like having alone time. It's very valuable to me. I've discovered that ever since going to Windsor by myself. Like I just really needed to get away by myself, like to get away from the inn, get away from the stress, get away, and it felt so peaceful being by myself. So I was like, ever since then, I discovered I like doing things by myself. It's so peaceful, and actually, I don't feel alone because I'm live. So for me, I like live streaming. Like I think this would be a dream job for me, just live streaming random things in random places, just being totally random in life in a lot of ways. You know what I mean? Well, thank you.
You know, I remember all the time that Chantal would talk about Euro beezing and Jamaica beezing. You know, it's always been a dream of hers to just go places and live stream where she's at. And that could have been a fabulous concept if she had kept her head screwed on straight, not done the toxic content, not got her channel canceled, and using her resources in the wrong way. She could have done that. I mean, I've said before in other reacts in the past, you know, like if she had gotten her head screwed on straight and not acted the way she acts and not taken everything for granted, she could have had the Chantal show where she could have traveled the world and vlogged everything. And hey, this is the Chantal show, and we're in Spain and checking out the different vineyards here. She could have done something like that, but she got lazy and she took everything for granted. She literally took everything for granted. She took the money that she got from YouTube and her VIBs for granted. She used them everything in the wrong way. And so now she's on Patreon and Twitch and OnlyFans, and she's not even really taking care of the OnlyFans people. I mean, you blew it, Chantal. You had a big opportunity to better yourself and give great content, and you blew all of that by being stupid.
Yeah. Thank you. Alright. So I have some comments. So they're actually jerk shrimp and black bean hummus with plantations. Plantations. Oh. I don't know what this is. Is it some kind of sauce?
Just a little suggestion, Chantal. Try to do content that doesn't involve eating or talking about food. Because ever since you got yeeted from YouTube and you've gotten on the different platforms, that's all your content has been about. Eating food and talking about eating food and ordering food. That's it. You've got different platforms and there's nothing unique on any of them. It's the same stuff everywhere. And if you're wondering why people are grumbling about being signed up for those different platforms and maybe they're going to the reaction channels to watch your streams, let me just put in perspective for you. Imagine you've got 3 stores. You've got the Omega store, the Alpha store, and the Beta store. And they've all got the same merchandise for the same price. Would it make sense for a person to buy from all 3 stores or just buy one item from one store? There's no sense in paying for the same item 3 times in 3 different places if they can just go to one place and get it once. That's why people are angry, because you get all these different platforms and there's nothing different going on. And the mukbang content is not going to do it for OnlyFans. It's not going to work for Patreon, and it's certainly not going to work for Twitch.
Thank you. Like some cabbage there, and I have to eat it. Don't change it. I haven't seen. It's a classic and it's popular, so I'm gonna, yeah. Who cares?
You know, if she's going to live stream from a restaurant or a bar or something, I wish that she would have the good sense to sit in a corner and have the camera facing her where nobody else would be seen on camera, because I don't know, it just feels invasive to do this in a public place with people around her and you could clearly see them.
Okay, Milk, I'm having a sort of a, it's like a peanut. I guess I can. After my dinner, I'll go. I have a feeling it's all the way at the back of the restaurant. It's just water. Expensive habit, an expensive addiction, yeah. Not my problem anymore. Did you enjoy the graveyard? Yeah, it was fun. I wish I had more time though. I think many of us imagine how we would feel if we were in the same place we are concerned for you. Yeah, I totally get that. Of course, I totally get that. Still can't believe you did that. I did what?
So this trip is supposed to be all about you being out and doing things yourself and being more independent, yet you're still talking about them on the stream. Chantal, the Natter era is over, or it's supposed to be over. I don't know if you two are still secretly communicating, because you did turn his phone on and you never said that you turned it off. You might still be talking to him. I don't know really what's going on there for real. But this trip right here is supposed to be about you getting out of the house, vlogging for people, and you're still bringing him up.
Oh, the rat face, yeah. He was such a both piece of pee. Okay, let me know when the Chick-fil-A is done. I want a new car anyone offering now. Motorcycle? I was thinking of getting a big truck.
She does a lot of dreaming about things she wants and places she wants to go to, but the problem is she never follows through. She never follows through. It's all just wishful thinking. And it's so sad to know that if she had applied herself the right way, the things she wanted to do, she could have done a long time ago. You know, you're making 10, 20 grand a month. You screw your head on right. You could do anything in the world with that. If she had screwed her head on right years ago and not acted the fool, Miss Mama could have had a really nice car that's not running on its last leg like her Kia is right now. She could have owned her own home, had money invested in different businesses, had a bunch in savings. And if YouTube took her channel away, she would not be worried. She would be sitting pretty. But all that money she made on YouTube for the longest, and she's got really nothing to show for it, not even a paid off car.
I want to give off big dick energy. Thank you. Thanks. Wow. Can I eat the flowers? Hi, Marla. Okay, just try. I was thinking of, I don't know, maybe getting Vivi to help me, like, because I trust him, but I would probably get on his nerves. He's so down to earth and like normal, and
that's another one you need to leave alone. Leave BB alone. He's an ex. Let him be an ex. That man is so much happier since you got out of the picture. I'm noticing a pattern with the men that you get involved with, Chantal, that while you're around that man, he's completely miserable. But the moment that he gets away from you, he's much happier. You bring all that bad energy into a situation, and the moment that you leave, that man is visibly happier. Natter looks happier since you've not been in the picture. BB looks happier since you've not been in the picture. And I hope one day Pete grows a pair and he gets away from you too, because if he did, he would be much happier without you.
Full stop, and I'm not. And really, I don't really have the desire to be.
And I want to clarify something. I do know that Pete's is, he announced that he's questioning his identity. I don't know what that means. I know from experience that when he's dressed as Ramona, he's much happier that way. And I support that. I support anybody who wants to find their identity. So my comment about him growing a pair, that's not me slagging on that at all. I'm just saying by saying that I hope one day he finds the strength or the determination to get away from Chantal, because before Chantal, he had a job. He seemed a lot happier. And then when they moved in, he started to change. He became a lot more depressed. He became a lot more irritated. And I think that if he got away from Chantal, that would do him a world of good. I don't think he even realizes how much harm he's doing to himself by being around her. Maybe if he got away from her, he could explore more of his identity and be in a much happier place.
Do I get you up? No. Yesterday, yes. Actually, I guess I scared him away. Well, the way he was talking, I was getting all excited. So I don't know what to say. So that was so good. Very different flavors. I've never had flavors like that.
So she had one drink and she's got a bottle. It looks like a wine. And again, I hope that she doesn't get on the road and start driving back to Ottawa intoxicated.
I drank a whole bottle of water.
Oh, so that's water, not wine. I'm sorry, my mistake.
We have a little bit of a hike back to the car. Hope you guys are ready. Maybe I should finish my cocktail. And in which case, I would rather be single. I would rather be single.
You are single.
You know. Oh, the wine and the mushrooms. That was so much. And the lobster was like. So at 20K, you could do cameos?
Is she planning to be on Cameo? Again, there's another platform she's trying to set up to make money. Y'all, this is so crazy. She's just looking for any and every way to make money, but again, not focusing on doing content for any of them. She wants to get paid for cameos. And for those that don't know what those are, it's just like it's a website where, let's just say you wanted Chantal to do a personal message to you, and you paid Chantal $20 or $30 to say hi so and so or this so and so. That's what Cameo is. It's basically a site that you can go to. If I'm not mistaken, to be on Cameo, you have to be invited by somebody who's already on Cameo. I could be wrong though. But you set up an account and you set a price for doing the shout outs, the recorded shout outs, and that's how you make money. So she's talking about setting up another platform to make money. She's already got 3. I think that's plenty for now, Chantal.
Yeah. I want you to thank me, Princess. I think it's long overdue. I want to do everything this year I was going to do for myself that I haven't been doing. You guys will play. I'll tell you after club era. $15 for 4 minutes. No one will buy that.
No, not from you.
I guess $20 would be fair, probably, for somebody of my caliber.
See, she's all about the making money on every platform. She's not focused on the content for each platform and making sure she performs. So first she started with OnlyFans, then she moved to Patreon, then Twitch, and she made the comment on Twitch that I don't even want to be here. But she was all kinds of interested in finding out how to get partnered with Twitch, how to be a Twitch affiliate, when you get paid from Twitch. Now she's focused on Cameo and what to charge for Cameo. Chantal, if you want to make the money, you got to put the work in. You've got to stop setting up like multiple platforms and then just leaving them be and expecting to collect a paycheck. If you keep this up, you're not going to have any money coming in.
$5? $2.50? Cameo was like, who are you? I can't even get on Cameo. I don't know who I am. Yes, mistress. When I get in the car. Chibo Orange Tulip. Yep. I know it's on Decali. Okay. 7700. That's pretty easy. I knew it was on Decali, but I didn't know what was the number. I told Jose, I was like, I think that's 250. Really? Oh wow, nice. I want a cameo from Nick for my birthday.
Girl, you need to stop spending money until you figure out what your money situation is. You really need to stop going out to hotels, bars, and restaurants and buying stuff on Amazon, because the only bees you might be doing after that is, eviction bees. You're in survival mode. Focus on your necessary stuff. Stop spending money like you got it in your pocket. You probably won't have it soon.
My phone's gonna die. I gotta go.
Why are we in the bathroom? I don't want to see you in the toilet. We can't hear you, Chantal.
I'm sure there's a lot of cool restaurants. You know? That tickets sound good. Yes!
Oh, the screaming.
Oh, it's a monthly statement for a year. Under bed. You know, it's not just weight. Because my aunt, my sister, my mom, we all have bad COPD. My grandmother had COPD and chronic pulmonary hypertension, which is a respiratory heart condition too.
Chantal, I'm not doubting your family medical history here because I know nothing about that. But one thing I do know is that I remember watching you. I've seen your videos from like 3 or 4 years ago. You weren't breathing anything the way you are now. Your breathing wasn't as bad. You weren't having these breathing problems then. I remember seeing videos that you did where you were taking walks out in the woods. You were in a field of wildflowers in one, and you were walking next to a section of ragweed. These breathing problems that you have, I feel, are mainly due to your weight, ma'am. Just the fact that you're putting on too much weight, and it's causing an issue with you. I really wish you'd scale back on the eating because it's just not good for you. It just isn't. You weren't having these issues 3 or 4 years ago. You were fine. It wasn't until like a couple of years ago you started having these problems, and it all has to do with the overeating.
My doctor wanted me to be tested for that actually, because it's genetic. Because hers was idiopathic, so might be genetic. My aunt's being tested because she can't walk. The walk I just did would kill her, and she's not heavy like me. So 1700 Decory Boulevard. The guy, my waiter looked like Abel. He did, the little guy. That was a good restaurant. The food was good. Holy shit, the risotto had like wine, mushroom puree, fuck, with lobster. Jerk shrimp was good too. It was a really trendy restaurant. All right. You. I don't have a lot of stamina. Yeah, I need to build up my stamina. Uh-oh, I should have waited. All right, let me put the address in my GPS.
Okay. So she just got through eating at a restaurant. You guys saw she had some shrimp and hummus and a glass of wine. I don't know what else she was eating. I couldn't see the full spread. So she just got through eating, and she's going somewhere else to get some more food.
I need to concentrate on not shitting myself. Do those jerk shrimps go right through me or what?
You were just in the restaurant. Why didn't you use the restroom?
Not funny? Okay. And 2 hot dogs, all dressed, and a poutine.
What? And she wonders why she has tummy issues. She just ate jerk shrimp, hummus. I don't know what else she was eating. She had a cocktail, and now she's going to go somewhere and get 2 hot dogs fully dressed and poutine, which for those who don't know what that is, that's French fries covered in gravy and cheese curds. That just sounds like a tummy ache to me.
I find fancy food is good, but you're still hungry after. Do you ever find that?
That's because those are human portions, Chantal. The portions you just had were normal sized portions. The portions you had at the restaurant were normal portions, not gigantic portions. That's more the portion size you should be eating, not endlessly eating for hours.
Yeah. There's a lot of buildings here. I guess that's what downtown. Oh, the Fairmont Queen Elizabeth is haunted here. The Fairmont Queen Elizabeth, this hotel, super haunted. I gotta turn the camera around. Tro is gonna do something, I'm not sure. Does he know you call me? Just to log in to Crowdcast while I'm live and boot anybody, just boot people to make sure that people are not stream sniping.
Yeah, but how would you know which ones are sniping and which ones weren't? See, that's the problem. You can't just look at their username and say, that person is stream sniping me. How do you know? You might be booting out paying members that are not sniping you. And can I just say that her taking a drive around Montreal, Montreal looks like a very pretty city to just do some night driving and see the buildings and lights. It's so sad that she could have done just a night drive bees type thing around Montreal or anywhere like it, and that would have been better content than most of the content she's shown us over the past several months. That would have been entertaining. Just seeing the sights with Chantal.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of things, like, you know, just to protect myself. But tomorrow I'm gonna call Vinyl Huts and see what's up. Be like, if I also gotta call the bank about a lot of stuff. I have so much I need to do tomorrow. What is this hotel? This is nice. Holy crap. Oh no, this is a business. A bank. Go figure. Banks have money.
And soon you won't have much. Even if you get one final check from YouTube, girl, that's it. I got a feeling that check's already spent. If she gets one. We're going to find out on the 22nd if she got paid or not. Everybody's anticipating the mother of all rages on the 22nd, and that's in 2 days.
I know they want you. I was listening to that on the way up here, and I have it in my head. No advanced green here. I don't know what this person thinks, like, that they're just gonna, like, I don't know. Like, I'm definitely, well, if it's affordable for me, I will follow through with it. Absolutely. I mean, why the hell not, right? So.
Is she still talking about suing people? Chantal, you need to let go of that idea. You got plans to sue everybody. Girl, you ain't got that much money. You really don't. You need to be saving your money. You're going to need it.
But first, yeah, I mean, like, Austin, I think I'm just gonna, like, do maybe some cease and desist. I don't know. We'll see if these people don't know what transformative is. I mean, I don't know. You need to look it up in the dictionary, and no, it's not. If you're not even fucking transforming it, lisping is not transformative. Or does that mean? Oh well, too fucking bad.
You know, Chantal keeps going back and forth with her point of view. One minute she's saying, I feel bad because I'm taking everybody's livelihood away from them, and talking about Mrs. Fields and the fact that she's a single mom. And then she flops over to, well, I need to do something to protect myself and my content, and I'm going to go talk to a lawyer. She can't make up her mind how she feels about the situation.
These people have what? Everyone driving. Yeah. Like me sticking up for myself and defending myself and protecting my content, which anyone would fucking do. And you have idiots telling this person that's transformative, and it's not. They counter appeal with, like, uh, all in caps letters, like, it's transformative. And since, oh, their appeal was that, oh, since I've been kicked off of YouTube, now they're just platforming my stuff on YouTube, and it's transformative when it's none of the above. And fuck you. If I'm kicked off of YouTube, you're not gonna steal my shit. Plain and simple.
You were kicked off of YouTube, but you still have a YouTube channel. So you're still streaming on YouTube. You did 2 streams off your new YouTube channel. You did one for your role play of Minx and then another one of, I believe it's Carmen Pondu. So you're not completely off of YouTube, Chantal. You're still technically on YouTube. You may not be monetized, but you're still streaming on YouTube. So you're not off of YouTube. Maybe what you mean is, if I've been kicked off of YouTube and I can't make money, then I'm going to be a real bee and give everybody else a problem.
Kiss my fat ass. With a Z. Bitch. And yeah.
You know, the more she talks about Mrs. Fields, all she's doing is driving more traffic and more interest to Mrs. Fields' channel. I hope she knows that. She can't rage at somebody without promoting them at the same time. Just like we reactors, we can't talk about Chantal without indirectly promoting her at the same time. You know, like you talk about somebody or something, it generates interest, and then people get curious and they want to know what the noise is about. So keep talking about Mrs. Fields, Chantal. You're just getting her channel bigger by doing so.
I am parent shaming. Why the fuck not? Do you know that any asshole can lay down and fuck and make a kid?
Excuse me. Excuse me. Ma'am, you should not be parent shaming. You're not a parent. You shouldn't be doing that. Being a parent it's a lifetime commitment. It is. And I salute anybody out there who's a parent, whether you're a single parent or not. You bring a child into the world and you do your best to set that child up for a successful life when they become an adult. You have a child, and there's so much that goes into raising a child and caring for a child. And Chantal, this is not me shaming you for not having children, but as a woman that you've never had a child, you are in no place to shame a parent. You've never been one. Being a parent is a big commitment. It's probably one of the biggest commitments you could ever make in life. You should not parent shame. You've never been one. You can't speak on that.
Any asshole can make a kid. So of course you're gonna have.
And any jerk can get on YouTube, make a channel, and make money. You're proof of that. You're proof of that. Any person can get on YouTube and make a channel. You made a channel, and you, with dumb luck, your channel became successful. And you were making all kinds of money, and you blew the opportunity that you had. So before you start shaming people on different issues like parenting, maybe take a look at yourself and see what you did with your opportunity for greatness. You blew it. You absolutely blew it.
And it's always people who are assholes with the most kids. Always. Any loser, like Miss Fields, can do that. So yes, I'm sorry, but I am parent shaming because you people have the fucking.
You know what, Chantal? There's an unspoken rule on YouTube. I don't know if you know it. I don't know if you care about it. But when it comes to content, leave the children out. You don't speak on somebody else's kids. That's an unspoken rule for creators. You leave the kids out. You don't speak on the kids. So you parent shaming here is wrong. It's all wrong. You don't like Mrs. Fields? That's fine. You got a problem with her? That's fine. Don't speak on her children. Leave her children alone. Don't do that. You're mad at somebody? Fine. Don't go after the family. Leave the family out.
Nerve to strike me on Omegle for somebody showing nudity, which I have no control over. Not a child, because a child doesn't have a 12-inch dong, by the way, moron. But anyway, but meanwhile, your friggin' rugrats are screaming in the back, looking at my nudity while I'm flashing you in desperation for you not.
Oh no, you're not going to do that. You're not going to sit there and paint a picture of what's going on in her house. You're sitting there claiming to your viewers that her children are seeing something that they shouldn't. How do you know? How do you know? Her children might be in the other room, not watching. Well, you're trying to paint this picture like she allows her children to see something of an adult nature. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. So stop painting that awful picture. You weren't in the house, you don't know. Stop saying things like that to your viewers.
Steal my fucking content. Like, seriously. But you're okay, so it's not okay. Like, this is parents. See, this is the problem. The parents need to watch what their kids are watching. And you're an example of that. You know, Foodie Beauty's tits, you might want to fucking make them watch Barney or something instead. I don't know what kids are watching these days. I don't give a fuck. But it's fucking ridiculous that you have the fucking nerve to, oh, they're so stupid. I could talk till I'm blue in the face. It's not worth it.
Well, you're talking on things you know nothing about. You've never been a parent. You're talking on parenting like you're a parent and you know the experience. You don't know. You've never had a child. You've never been committed to the act of parenting and raising a child. Well, you're trying to speak to somebody that is a parent that's raising their children and what they should do and how they should conduct themselves. You don't have the right, Chantal. You really don't.
Hey, I think my exit's coming up. I cannot wait to eat hot dog.
Oh, there goes the cops.
So let me figure this out. Pay attention because I want to get there. Yeah, so like I hate that like just because somebody has kids, automatically we're not allowed to shame them for their parenting. If you're being a shitty parent.
But you don't have the right to speak on that. You want to get mad at her for streaming your stuff, get mad at that and stick with that. Don't talk about her parenting. You don't have the right to do that, Chantal. You really do not have the right to speak on that issue. You're in no place to do so.
You can say you don't have kids, so you don't get to judge. Well, you weren't in an abusive relationship. You didn't have an eating disorder, but you still judge me. So shut the fuck up. See how people are hypocrites, right? Oh yeah, I love that. So just because I don't have kids, yeah, I'm gonna judge you if you have your kids running around in the background while I'm showing my tits. Yep. Yeah. That's it. Hate me for it. What else is new? Like at this point, I don't care who likes me or who doesn't. Like it's never gonna happen again that I give a shit who likes me and who don't.
You've never
The
cared.
only time I'll care is if like I guess I don't know. I mean I'm not doing anything to anybody, so oh my god, guys. Are you guys here? Look at this. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Well, I'm going to judge you a little bit. You were just at a restaurant, you had a cocktail. I don't know how strong that was. You didn't wait an hour for that cocktail to be out of your system, so you're driving while intoxicated. So yeah, I'm going to judge you for that. You getting on the road driving after having a drink. Yep.
I love Montreal because orange tulips. Look at the big orange coming up, guys. Look at the big orange. Here it is. Want to come in with me? I gotta poo. I'm taking you in.
Please don't.
I'll be right back.
So here she is at the Orange Tulip, and like I said, she just got through eating at the restaurant. It wasn't a small meal. It was decent, and she's gonna eat again. And she wonders why she's having tummy problems and having to go to the bathroom all the time.
Orange julep tastes like creamsicle, liquid creamsicle. Cold. They don't put ice, but it's so inside there's like big vats of this orange drink.
Don't care.
Of course, because I have to crap. There's always a problem. Man. Oh.
What is she doing? Where'd she go?
Actually, I got a better idea. There's too many options. I'm almost overwhelmed. I know where there's a good bathroom. And there's a coleslaw. If I get paid, I'm gonna sue everybody.
You know, I'm just gonna say what I'm feeling right here. I'm getting strong stalkerish vibes with this live. Like Natter just got through moving to Montreal today, and immediately Chantal is driving to Montreal to do this vlog. I'm just getting strong stalkerish vibes from this. Like she is just running around Montreal doing things with the camera on, but maybe she's like just haunting Montreal, like looking to see where Natter is, or maybe she's gonna drive by where Dee Dee lives. I don't know. I don't know. Just it just seems weird that the very day that Natter is driving up, well, he's not driving. They took an Uber or something. But the moment that Natter does a live today, showing himself and Dee Dee being driven to Montreal, that same day, immediately out of the blue, Chantal's going to drive to Montreal and get food and go to Orange Tulip. You know, I'm wondering if after this live stream is over, she drove by Dee Dee's house, just trying to catch sight of him. You know, it just that's what it feels like. It just feels weird that like she was very happy and content to stream at home, and the moment that he goes to Montreal, suddenly she's got to go to Montreal.
I did more. Cut. Drop the back.
I mean, after her meal in Montreal and her vlog, she could have just driven straight home, but it just seems like she's just stalling somehow and just hanging around for what reason I don't know. Like she went to the restaurant, then she makes another stop at Orange Tulip, and the vibe I'm getting from her is that she's waiting for something. I don't know what she's waiting for. She should be driving straight home right now, but it looks like she's stalling for time for something.
I'll be back, okay?
So that's pretty much it for this live stream. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you very much for watching and have a pleasant evening. Take care now. Bye-bye.